Yeah, Coastal Crypto. Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Welcome.
Um, yeah, this is our introduction video. So, I don't know where the camera is yet, so that's gonna be an issue. But, yeah,
Look directly into the camera.
I'm Algo. So this is Ecoms. I'm Algo. And, yeah, we wanted to, make a channel because we were inspired by how we met basically, which was through one of our friends who was a streamer, and yeah, we wanted to make a channel so that we could, share our experiences and maybe like help people that are entering the crypto community and stuff like that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're here to help you, help each other, grow as a community.
For sure.
Talk about crypto. Be a little gangster.
Yeah. So, yeah, just like we've each been in crypto in different amounts of time, but we met through Discord, so it's kind of like an online pandemic love story. But
I'm Cinderella.
We both really enjoy charting and trading and learning and enjoying life and trying to make profits and gains and trying to avoid losses, and so we're just making a channel to try and document that and hopefully spread some of what we've learned over the last year or more. And
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I was a complete noob. I didn't know anything, and now I know a little bit of stuff.
Now she knows some stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I guess we want to go over things that we use a lot. We want to go over things that we use while charting, while looking at our investments, things that help us gain confidence. And basically, one thing that I'm already noticing I'm messing up, babe, is that I have the background like that. Gotta figure out if... Yeah, okay. So, some of our indicators here. Boom.
Whoa. Nothing.
Some of the indicators that we like to use are right here. These are my favorites. They're all, some of them are used in different circumstances and stuff like that. So we just like to go over, why we use them, what they are, and maybe that'll help you guys out. So one thing I like to use is the moving average, which is just is depending on what week, how many weeks you choose or what time frame you choose, is the moving average for that time frame. So one reason that's good to use is because you can see where the average price of Bitcoin should be, and you see how far extended away from it is or how close to it is, under it, over it. It gives you different ideas in different circumstances of like a resistance support area. So that's what the moving average is. Do you have anything to add on that?
No, yeah.
Is that what the moving average is?
Yeah, for sure. The moving average is like an average of the price closing for the past however many days you set it. So like right here, it's like EMA 9, so it's like the past 9 closes, an average of those. So
you're so smart.
You're so smart too. Some people like the EMA 50, EMA 200.
Yeah. Those are important.
To different traders for different things. Yeah.
To indicate different things that we're not going to go into right now because this is like an intro video, right?
Yeah.
But that's like the moving average. It's an estimated cost of the average over a certain time frame.
Yeah.
Boom.
So many people use it.
And it's used
super powerful.
It's used all over the place.
Yeah. What else do we use?
One thing I wanted to say too, because like I see it in like chats, like stream chats all the time. It's like what program is the person using? And like everybody uses different programs, right? But we use TradingView, right?
TradingView.
Yeah, we use
free. TradingView.com.
Well, it's free. There's a free version of it, and there's like a free trial. We're not promoting it, and they're definitely not paid by us, or paying us or anything.
Yeah, but it's a great program, and it is the one that we use, so it's really easy to follow along with us.
It's the one most people use. It's like the most standard form of charting, I would say, is TradingView charts.
For sure. So this is TradingView.com that we're on.
Yep. And right now we're looking at the Bitcoin price. So what we're still on indicators, so we're not gonna get into what the Bitcoin price is right now or what it's doing. But so what's another one you like to use, babe?
Ichimoku is the
The
level.
cloud or the Ichimoku?
Just click Ichimoku. Yeah, just that one. Wait.
Yeah, that's
Yup.
it, right? Okay.
Yeah.
And you have the colors a little different, I think, on yours or something. But
No, I don't really change up the colors on the Ichimoku on the standard stuff. So
what's the Ichimoku?
So the Ichimoku, here, I'm going to remove the MA, that moving average, just so we can see the Ichimoku, and I'll zoom in. So the Ichimoku has two moving averages, that's the red and the blue line. The red is the slow moving average of the Ichimoku. It's called the, I always forget.
The special one. That's
yeah, the
slow.
Blue one is the special one. The blue one is the fast moving average. That's very similar to the EMA 9, and the slow moving average is very similar to like the EMA 50. You can also like mess with those.
They're different. Basically, they're different moving averages. Right?
Yeah.
And they're blended together to give you an idea of something.
Yeah. But.
Which is the direction of the price.
Yeah, definitely. And the price will always gravitate towards these moving averages, just like it does with an EMA and SMA or a moving average. But red on top is usually considered bearish, and blue on top is considered bullish. So right now we have red on top, but doesn't necessarily mean we're bearish.
But it's also been on top here for a while, and it's actually closing. And blue's actually, you see how blue's going up kind of to test it right now.
Yeah.
But time will tell.
Yeah. So
if it gets rejected from it, then you would think that the price would come down and check the cloud, right?
Yeah.
Because it's way overextended from the cloud at the moment.
It's way overextended from the cloud, and sometimes it will come down, and eventually it will have to.
And test it at least.
Yeah, at least test the bottom of it. So definitely when we're looking at the cloud, we're always looking at, the moving averages, like where those are, like the red is at 55, the blue is at, 54.5, the top of the cloud is at 51.6, the bottom of the cloud is at 47.9. So these are all possible targets. Like this is a range that the Ichimoku gives us to kind of like set our buy zones and sell zones if we're traders, or
This is more of a trader's, like this is definitely for short-term trading. If you were to short-term trade, you could short-term trade off of the Ichimoku.
Yeah, for sure. Like on the 15-minute, on the 5-minute,
on a short time frame. Right?
Yeah, you could scalp trade just using the moving averages
because
alone.
You'll see where it's gonna go to where it possibly will go to, or at least that, give or take, right?
Yeah. For sure.
The Ichimoku is confusing, but once you figure it out, it's not that confusing. It just looks confusing.
Yeah, it looks confusing, but it's super powerful. It's the most powerful indicator of all the indicators because it's like a momentum and a trend indicator and a velocity indicator all in one. Whereas like you have to use different indicators like an EMA and an RSI to determine things with the Ichimoku.
Which maybe people don't know what they are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So we'll talk about RSI. Yeah.
Okay.
RSI.
That's another of our favorites, the RSI.
Yeah, the RSI will tell you a lot. Let me put that on.
And all of
Relative Strength Index is actually what RSI
stands for.
In case, I think when I went on here, I searched RSI a bunch, and I was like, why can't I find it? And because it's called the relative strength. Because I was an idiot. Yeah.
So there you go. So you just search Relative Strength Index, and that's our RSI right there.
Right, and that's showing us basically the pressure, the buy and sell pressure, right?
The RSI is also sum of the 14 closes before, so it's kind of like the moving average in a sense, and it's also like a trend indicator and a strength indicator. So how strong the trend is. We're in an upwards trend right now when it's higher, and we're in a downwards trend down here. But it doesn't really necessarily tell us, I was reading this today, that it doesn't tell us whether the price is going to go up or down. It just tells us whether the trend is strong or not, which I didn't even know that. I thought it was related to the price, but that's what I read. And it makes sense because just because we're going sideways, we're not dropping all crazy. Yeah. The trend is still kind of strong.
To me, what it shows, when I look at the RSIs, what I see is okay, you can see it when we pump too hard too fast, that's when the RSI will go over like 70.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't even really like when it's over like 60. Some people like it in there, but everybody has their own range. Is the other thing. It's not like,
yeah.
you know, everybody can try their own thing, right? So
yeah,
so
for sure.
I try to front run it. I'm like, if it gets to 70, I stayed in too long, like kind of thing. But it does raise up. It does pump. I probably like undercut my profits sometimes doing that, but it's just playing it safe. But basically,
that's true. Some traders will like sell at the top and then buy when the RSI
yeah,
is at
because it's
the
just
bottom.
an easy. You're like, because you see, like it came up there, but it only came up there for like 2 weeks, and then it touched basically the bottom of the channel, which is 30.
Yeah,
and that was when the price dipped. You know,
Yeah.
so yeah, that's an easy, like that's a little strategy too. But I mean, I don't do that. It's more. That's when I know I wouldn't buy. Kind of thing. Like I'll be like, okay, the RSI is like at 80. This
overbought.
This is like asking for trouble to buy it.
Yeah, like how long can it stay at that price?
Yeah.
It's going to need to correct some. So yeah.
So who knows? But it's kind of looking inversely, head and shoulder. Like I could put in another inverse shoulder day, but who knows? I don't know. So it just kind of tells you the strength. It's like another indicator to put into with everything else. You mix all the indicators together to get an idea, and that gives you confidence in, you know, short term, long term, medium term trends.
Yep.
Depending on what time frame you're trying to look at. But all right, so that's relative strength index. That's the RSI.
Yes.
And then there's a stock RSI, which is
the stochastic plus the relative strength index, and it's a little more touchy. It's a little more sensitive. That's why I like to use that one, but it's also just like another option for you guys. You could use the stochastic RSI or the regular RSI.
Yeah.
And also, we'll get into it later, but you can find divergences, like bullish divergence and bearish divergence using the RSI, but we are not going to explain that right now. I'll show you an example when we get into the charts. But this is the one I like, the stochastic RSI. So the red line is, it's similar, I think, to like the Ichimoku. Like the red is the slow moving average and the blue is the fast moving average. And mostly I just watch the blue line, and it's the exact same thing as the RSI.
I feel like it's a better short term. For some reason, it's a better short term indicator than long term. Like regular RSI is long term, but stochastic is almost like a daily like gauge. In a way. You know, like
depending on what.
We see how much it flip flops compared to the.
It's way more sensitive.
Yeah.
So I prefer the stochastic, and I'll even like map my divergences on stochastic, but that's just like, you know, everybody has their preferences.
All right, and then so we're talking about a few of our indicators, right? We're talking about RSI,
Ichimoku, EMAs, MAs.
Moving. We've kind of talked about moving averages. You know, we glaze over. We'll get more into all these things. We're just talking about the things that we have on our list of tools.
Yeah.
For now, because it's an intro video, and we feel like we should let people know what we're doing and how we're gauging and things, because we're not like experts. We're not. This isn't expert crypto channels. Coastal Crypto. You know, we're chilling.
We're a community.
Yeah, and we want to be community based, right?
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's okay. Yeah, but eventually we want to go do streams so that way you guys can chat with us and tell us what you want to look at and what you want to see. But if you have any questions on any of like the indicators we're using or anything we're saying, you can always contact us on Twitter. Our links are down below. So yeah, those are a couple of the indicators that we like. And
whoa, that was good.
Thanks.
I saw what you did there. I saw what you did. And so yeah, we have more indicators though. It's like that's the thing. We have fibs. I have notes here. I'm looking down at. By the way, I'm not
fibs
just
are
like
my favorite.
I've had
math nerds for life.
Yeah. So our fibs. You talk about the fibs because
I love fibs.
I like the way you sound.
Okay, here I'll do it. So I don't use these auto fibs. I go to the toolbar panel on the left-hand side.
That was rude.
Yeah, don't use the auto fib because then you can track like short-term price action or long-term price action depending on where you drop the fib from. So if you're using the auto fib retracement, it's going to chart it from wherever it feels like charting it.
But for a beginner
But
who doesn't know where to do it, wouldn't you do the auto? Like, because they're not gonna
no.
they don't know right away where it's coming from, so it would automatically give them an idea.
That's true. Okay, that's true. Just to kind of get an idea of where the computer would place it. That's a really good idea. You're right, babe.
Yeah, and then you compare yours.
Yeah. So when I'm drawing my fibs, I always start from the daily because that way I can see the total price action. And I mostly do fib retracements. There's also fib extensions, but I'm just like a fib retracement lover. I'm always bullish. Like I'm always thinking of upwards price action. So fib retracements is what you want to draw if you're looking for upwards price action, and if you're looking for downwards price action, you draw a fib extension. So the only difference between them is a fib retracement goes from your swing high, so that's the all-time high, to your swing low. And I'm throwing the swing low down here in our like July lows at 28.8. Because we have a couple wicks down there, and we have January 2021, we were also at that price range. So I drew swing high to swing low, and it gives us these coordinates, these mathematical equations that occur in nature naturally. So some traders, what they will do is like use the fib retracements to buy and sell their assets. So like they'll buy at the 236 and they'll sell at the 618. Also,
those are important fibs.
Yeah, those are important. The
they're
236.
basically just
Yeah.
These are like lines that mathematically a lot of people use, a lot of people look at, and when we say a lot of people, we mean traders and investors and computer algorithms. Like they're like out there for everybody to look at, and so a lot of the fibs will line up with other people's fibs, so they become, even if it's not a real phenomenon,
target, yeah.
right? Even if it's not a real target, the fib can show you a resistance or support level that you otherwise might miss because they just really are used as a gauge of
where the price action
could
potentially go.
Right.
Yeah, it's crazy
it's
the way stuff lines up on there.
Yeah. I think we can swear.
Yeah.
But the Fibonacci is like something that is an art, right? And it's something that's like fractals.
Yeah, like Da Vinci used it.
Right.
The golden ratio is based on Fibonacci sequence.
Yeah. So it's been around, and it's like
It's
a
been
well-noted. It's not just something that people pulled out of their butts. It was like a legit.
A mathematician named Fibonacci came up with
this
sequence of numbers broken down into this mathematical equation.
Numbers into a mathematical.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
let's just Google it.
Yeah.
We can do that, right?
Yeah, let's Google Fibonacci. Who made
Fibo.
Yeah, and this is another thing we want to do is like learn with everybody in our community together. So if we don't know something about an asset or about math or something, we're going to Google it together so we can learn.
It appears in Indian mathematics in connection with Sanskrit. Whatever that word is. But yeah, so it's been around, And
I think it's
this is like
this
is a good show of it though. It's basically like
the golden ratio.
A flower has the Fibonacci, the spiral in like a flower petal will have it and stuff like that.
For sure, sunflowers, roses.
So it's kind of something that's cool.
Shells.
Seashells. Oops.
Yeah.
And yeah.
So
okay, that's the fib.
When I'm charting my fibs, I always draw the golden pocket right here. This is like your area of strength or support, like your most strong point. 618 is the most important fib. So to get this, I just draw a little pocket from the 0.618 to the 0.65. And if you go into your fib right here, you can go down into settings, this little gear. And this is usually a 0.5. I just change it to a 0.65. And then I change it back to the 0.5 right after I draw it.
Oh my goodness.
Because the 0.5 fib is also really important. Like you can see right here, the price action like launched from the 0.5. And we lost the 0.5 right here. So yeah, draw your golden pocket and then go back in and add your 0.5 again.
That's the golden pocket, right?
This is the golden pocket from the 0.618 to the 0.65.
Got you.
But to get it, I go into the little gear and I change the 0.5 to a 0.65 so that it gives me that little.
It's gold too, don't you?
Yeah, and then I change the colors down here. I always set it to one color, And then I always set the prices to the right because stock it's going to be on the left and it's going to be like a rainbow, which is cool. But you can totally customize all that stuff and it's really fun. Okay, so sorry, I got nerdy there.
No,
But,
you're good.
I love fibs. That's my favorite. They're so good.
Why don't you marry him?
I know, I will.
Fibs.
Yeah.
So, but babe, I just have like put you on the spot.
Yeah.
What is more likely to happen on the screen right now? Right, because you see, like, look, it hasn't touched that fib above it,
No.
and it's above the golden pocket. I think it's more likely it comes down and hits the golden pocket and then bounces up.
Yeah.
What does that look like to you?
That's what I'm seeing right now is a retest of this golden pocket to launch us up through that 786, and then that brings us up to our all-time high, which where we drew our
that's
swing high to swing low.
Like I would bet that it would come down to the golden pocket before it goes up to this fib that it hasn't touched in a long period of time.
Yeah, it hasn't hit that 786 in a long time.
And actually, it's probably going down right there in front of it because people are front running the fib.
Exactly. People, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So traders are taking profits at that 786 or right before it.
Right.
That's what's happening with the price action right now.
It was a target. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fibs. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Right? I guess like that's another way where you find supports and resistances. Another way I find supports and resistances is just like it's just like eyeing them out. Like if I didn't have this, I'm gonna take this away. And I don't have a great memory, so I won't remember where it is. I'll keep the golden pocket though. It's fine. And then so I'd be like, okay, where has it touched a line the most here, and where is it obviously getting right? So like there's like right here.
A lot of resistance.
But I wouldn't draw that line like that because you can just go right here, and you press the plus. You say draw horizontal line, and you can draw your own supports. I mean, I know you know that, but
I didn't know you could do it that way though. So that's cool. Yeah, I didn't.
And then you're being nice.
No, I really didn't.
But then like another where like it kind of broke out here. It broke out here. I don't know.
Yeah, like we gained support here. So and then it kept it, and then we lost it.
It also we also rejected this line one time, so I would say that's like an area 48.9. That seems right
for sure.
And like 58 basically seems right.
Yeah,
it's like it is the fib. I don't know, or the fib. What's the fib?
It's like right above the fib. It's like 57. It's like $1,000 above it.
Okay. And then like I mean I draw a lot of I find supports and stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
And it'd be nice like sometimes if I went through my charts and like made some of them big because I thought they were stronger than others or something, but I just don't have time for that.
Yeah.
Ain't no one got time for that.
Nobody's got time for
that.
Like
right here, there's another one at 40. We definitely put that in. And so like, I mean, we have some up here eventually at the 63, 64 level, but so you could just roughly do it. It doesn't have to be exact. I mean, unless you're trading it exact, right?
Yeah.
Like I like to make mine generally themed to my, like I could see, and when it's within those, that's a channel, when it breaks out of the channel, it moves into a new channel. Right?
Yeah. Then you set the next target.
But yeah, for instance, like we saw a cup and handle on here for a long period of time, and we were like, "Is this a cup and handle though?" We were thinking. I was like, "Look at it, touched the handle so much," and then the handle was like, "Yep, I'm a handle."
Yep, I'm gonna break out.
Oh yeah, speaking of like, okay, so we can move on right to that, which is like, let's see. I think this one. Nope.
Oh, the images with the.
Nope. What the heck, babe? Fail. F.
I think you saved it.
I saved it.
Like, you kept it open.
Oh, yeah. I've used the computer before. 1 second. We can just edit this part out now. We'll just edit it and put edit there. What the frick? Where's my... Dang, babe.
How many marijuana advocates does it take to find a chart?
What the frick, dude?
You like had that open before.
I don't know how to set up. Wait, I have like some type of photo.
Here, I'm gonna resend it to you, my love.
I don't even know how to get into my email right now.
Yeah, but if you want to email us, we're coastalcryptos@gmail.com.
Boom! With an S, like Coastal Cryptos. Like, I don't even know if that's the
Multiple, because
correct
there's
version
two of
the plural.
us. There's lots of different kinds of cryptos.
Well, there's lots of type of crypto. Oh, I have hiccups.
Okay, I'm emailing it again. So this is a chart that we use. We're always posting it in the Discords that we're in because we're just trying to share knowledge. And I got this chart from MDX, who I also learned a lot from. But this, I literally like screenshotted with my iPad him charting, and I paused it so I could get this chart. But you can also buy it at that website up there. But yeah, it gives you an idea of what to look for when you're looking for chart patterns, right?
Right, yeah, no, I definitely refer back to this all the time, like, just to double check. I'll be like, oh, I think I see a flag. It's easy. It's some people learn by hearing, some people learn by reading,
Yeah.
or by, most people learn by experience, but, it's good to have, like, something to refer back to and, like, a little cheat sheet, and so that's definitely what this is.
Yeah.
And you can find this online, too. Yeah, if you guys ever need it, we can send it to you because we have it saved on our computers and stuff. But
yeah, or we can upload it on our.
It's
Twitters.
just basic charts, right? Like, there's other patterns, and not every pattern plays out.
No, it's like a 70% chance that they'll play out. There's also thepatternSite.com, which is another site that we use a lot, and it breaks down each of these patterns plus a million more patterns, and like where you think it's going to break out, the chances of it breaking out up, and the chances of it breaking out down, and
because some wedges, like, they take. You see how there's like 1, 2, 3. They take like some certain amount of action sometimes to fulfill.
Yeah, like it's got to hit this line that many times. It's got to enter from the bottom or the top kind of situation. So that helps you determine like where the price action is going to go.
And basically, one way is like you can basically learn just one way, like all the bullish signs, and all you have to do is do the exact opposite to get the bearish sign. Pretty much.
Yeah, for sure. Like there's a bull flag and a bear flag.
Right. And they're like basically the upside down version of each other, kind of, right?
For sure.
So, so that's chart patterns, super helpful.
We use those all the time. And just draw trend lines on our charts, and then refer back to our cool little
trend lines that we use. Like if you see Bitcoin bouncing off an upward support like a couple times, like right here, there was a downward one here before. And now you see it's kind of got this upward one, and I'm sure if I go back more, this one probably like almost lines up. Well, nah, it doesn't, does it?
It could, but
it might go even back even further.
Crazy.
See that? It actually goes back pretty much further than that.
Yeah, that's a gnarly trend line. So the price hasn't broken below that. Downwards resistance. Downward support.
Since the Black Swan event last March.
Thank God.
Was that last March? I don't know.
Last year. Yeah.
All right. So that'd be like how you draw a trend line, and kind of like, you just you click up here, and there's like gives you some different ones. I just do the trend line. Sometimes you can do arrows if you need to like point at something, see, or like you wanted to say the direction of it. Yeah, there's lots of things on TradingView, and there's text, there's all sorts of things. You can also, what am I trying to do, boo? I'm trying to get the bars pattern. You can, like, basically copy a fractal.
Yep, we love this.
So,
you just grab the bars pattern in the tool panel.
Let me go to a longer one. Oh, look at this. What?
That's a weekly.
Okay.
It's a Binance chart too, so it doesn't go back that far.
When I started it too early. Uh-oh. 1 second. Alright, we'll start it. Where are we seeing it? This is right there.
I think that's where you started it, because like that's like kind of where we are right now. We're in October.
That's
Wait,
that's just July. That was the reverse one, July. No, I want to pull it from like a further range, I think. Let me see. I think I want to pull it from like right here to like right here.
That's true.
Yeah. You see? Ooh, shit stuff. But this is kind of a scary fractal to do. But it didn't do it right. Because look.
I think this part goes right here.
Oh, this part?
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
There.
Oh, now it looks a lot better.
Yeah, then we
What
get
the
to
heck?
270.
How'd you do that? Now it looks real good.
Yeah. Yeah, so also working with people, like, you kind of see things differently with two eyes. So yeah, that actually works a lot better than the other way. But it does look like it lines up. Imagine if that plays out.
It's
I mean, that's usually how Bitcoin does it. Like, he goes up, he goes sideways,
He won't show that.
he goes down.
Imagine if it was down here, boo. Oh my goody woo woo. And
Go from last year October to this October, and then do that fractal.
last year
Yeah,
October?
right there.
This thing doesn't even go back that far.
Yeah. Do like October 10th where it took off right there. Yep.
Right here, October 4th. That kind
Yep. And then go to like present day.
Okay.
Now
Okay. And then?
pull it to present day, like right there.
If it just goes off like that?
Yeah.
Wait, no, wait, I think it's like this.
Yeah.
It's basically like that.
Yep. And I could see that.
That's 150.
180 is like the 3.
Depending on where you started from.
Yeah. I was thinking right there because that's October and then this is October.
Where's October? Right here?
Right now. Yeah, right there. Like that.
Holy stuff, you're kind of right.
Yeah.
Holy crap. Let's see.
Because looking back on the time frames, it's like this is usually when it pops off. And it's what I'm seeing in the cloud. But targets upwards of 200K, like, I mean, it's possible.
I want to see where the average, like, where's the target for the fibs
The
now?
fibs?
Yeah.
Okay. So we're still on the daily. You can even draw it from right there.
Oh, I would just...
Go to the tool. Yeah.
Retracement?
And then swing high.
Yeah. Which one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then go down to swing low. Boop. Wherever you want to put the lowest target. Yeah. And then just drop it. Maybe lower a little bit. I usually line up those two, these guys. But pull it, drag it that way so you cover it. Yeah, there you go. Right there.
But
so yeah, look.
This seems like it doesn't go enough.
It doesn't go high enough. Yeah.
I guess that makes
black
sense,
screen
actually,
territory.
doesn't it? Yeah, actually, that makes sense that it would go up, test all the fibs.
Yeah.
And then go a little bit over, and then be like, uh-oh.
Yeah, that's kind of like Solana, like it hit the 1.618 and then like kind of got stopped out at the 2.618.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
But it's possible.
It's possible.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Those are all the targets I'm eyeing, are all those fibs right there.
So, yeah, I think that's like, is that good for today?
I think that's good for today.
Like, we've done some things here, and we'll do some more things here again.
Yeah, we want to have videos for you guys every week and possibly every day
every day.
soon. But we work, so it's kind of hard to do every day, but weekly would be dope. And if you guys want to hit us up on Twitter or in Discord,
we got links down below.
Links down below. Let us know what coins you want to look at. The next stream will be more devoted to looking at coins and answering questions.
Yeah. This is just like, we just needed to get our feet wet. So
yeah, intro video.
We'll have like more than a sad backdrop after that.
Yeah.
One day.
Yeah, we'll have a doper studio one day.
Alright, well, yo, until next time, this is Coastal Crypto out.
You know how we do?
Homie, gang, crypto fam. Keep holding, bros.